those are marigolds that came up when I had them soaking all night in water, and then they just popped up the next morning. Those marigolds. These didn't even germinate much. Not like these. There's the lettuce just not coming up. And there's some more. These are straggly eggplants. I got a lot of eggplant planted already. These some old seeds I'm trying to get to germinate. I don't know if they are going to or not. All these are old seeds. They're not going to germinate. They're old. But this is what I got right now. And then over here is gardenia. We're artists. We got stuff everywhere. We got stuff everywhere. Okay. This is our gardenia gate. There's the gardenia gate. There go all my tomato plants. These are red tomatoes right here. I have no idea what kind. These are Roma, like these are Marconis. I have some of those. I got my basil I transplanted. Here goes eggplants. These are black beauties. You know, they haven't really taken off. They have to. I've been feeding them fish fertilizer, so they were real tiny. Now they're taking off, but you know, if the weather changed. These are yellow tomatoes, as you see there. I'm letting them flower now. At first I didn't let them flower, but you see how tall they are. So I have a few. I have six of those, and they're coming on up. See, I'm using my branches and tying it to this, which we've had for years. There go more eggplant. These are the long Ichabod type eggplant. I see some slug damage. And I got garlic planted in between here. Is that an eggplant? There's another little eggplant. And over there some black beauties. I got garlic planted in between these rows. And that's a cabbage that I stuck in the ground. And it grew. It had a lot of flowers. I cut some of them off yesterday, but the seeds, because it's gone to seed. But I'm leaving these out for the bees and stuff. So I got a lot of garlic in here on that side, and then I'm gonna put, where's the garlic? Right here, it's garlic. And over there is where I'm gonna put my kale. So this is my celery that I planted from a celery that I had, and it's growing. These are doing real good. And there go my, oh, was that a lace fly? Ugh, I think so. A lace wing. Oh my goodness. A lace wing just flew over there. Eat the bugs. I almost killed it. I didn't know what that was on me. But there go the beans coming up. They're just not coming up. And my stelladores are blooming. I almost lost them. I had to dig them up and replant them in their own little bed to give them a chance. I had a lot of these at one time, but and here goes some more lilies that I have. And those should be the purple lilies, but I'm not sure. They're getting so tall. Well, we'll find out soon. Okay, here goes that squash thing. See it coming down there, no runners, and it's just starting to bloom at the bottom. Can you see that? And here is the cucumber seed that I put in there. It's only got two real leaves, and there look like another one that's coming up right there. So like you said, I might just leave these here. And we tried to plant some spaghetti squash in here, and none of the seeds germinated. They just rotted, and I'm thinking that they might have been irradiated because not a single one. And usually when you have fresh seeds like cantaloupe, I just throw them out and they'll just germinate. But these didn't, not a single one germinated, and I think that's why. I had some ginger in here, and I don't know, it's not coming up. But when I first planted that ginger, it took a long time for it to start growing. So I don't know. I'm just leaving it alone. If it don't come up this year, then. Oh, and these are my onions. I put the green onions in here, and they've been here 2 or 3 years, and they just grow. And I transplanted some of them to another place because the deer don't eat these. So I figured this is something that I can plant out in the open, and they'll be okay. There goes my asparagus that I've had for about 4 years maybe. And over here, I planted squash seeds, zucchini seeds in these beds. They all rotted. So I don't know if it was too early. Kind of weird because this one came up on its own. As you can see how big it is, a long time ago. I don't know why these rotted, but. And there goes some hostas that I got on the ground and some lilies. Had to protect the hostas from the deer. But I think these are the purple lilies. I see the base starting to turn purple. There's a lot of them. These are the one I got from Lenora. You know, she let them take away probably hundreds of dollars of plants. She didn't know any better, and I told her, but she did it anyway. But I got these. So this is gardenia. They go to mailman. This is gardenia from over there. We got this over here for cucumbers. That's gardenia. See, I put those branches in there for cucumbers, but I'm gonna have to do something different today. Here's my basil. On this side was supposed to be the bush. Oh, there go my lizard. One of my little lizards. Maybe you eat those ants that's running across there. No, he ain't messing with the ants. So anyway, that's my basil. Those Lenora lilies. I tried to dig them up and move them out to a safe place because the deer did eat the lilies last year. Really? So aren't these beautiful? Look at that. And they don't care where they grow. They just, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? If I hadn't rescued these lilies, they'd all be gone now. Look at that. I had to dig this bed up because it was just it was weird. So we just dug it up. We're gonna put grass there. This is my variegated Wagelia. This is where I transplanted the onions to, and they're doing fine. They're growing. they'll grow anyway. So my roses did pretty good. This is my Black Eyed Susan patch, which is coming back real good. And this is Laertes right there, which it's been there for probably about 5 or 6 years, and it doesn't seem to get bigger. It just come back every year, about the same size. So I'm gonna try to clear out and feed it and see what happens. This is a whole bunch of daylilies here, and then I got some in that pot right there. This is Lenora's smoke bush, which is blooming. You see, that's why they call it smoke bush, because of those blooms. This is the one that was by her mailbox, and you see how big it is. It's taller than the truck. And they put it by the mailbox, and she was constantly cutting it back because it's supposed to be a tree bush. And so I dug it up from around her mailbox and split it into 2 pieces, and the other one is over there, which I'll show you. This is some lilies that we thought we got up, but some came back. It's not invasive. It's a beautiful flower. Isn't that beautiful? And see, we thought we got those, but it was still some in the ground, so they just came on back. So I'll move them. Some lilies, some hostas right there. When the deer gets ready, they'll eat that. Crepe myrtle, the butterfly bush. I fed this, so hopefully it'll do better. The birds love it. Let's see if your lilies are starting to. Okay, we're getting some stalks. I don't know what the heck that is. But we had to protect it. See, we got protectors because, you know, I didn't see them last year. The deer ate them up before they even bloomed. They ate them down. We had to protect this. We got fishing line all around us. See? Because the deer just relentless. So I have these azaleas that come back. See this azalea? It's a repeating azalea, and it bloomed already. Now it's blooming again. Isn't that nice? And I had a whole bunch of absolutely gorgeous flowers here. I don't even know what you call these things, but they had the most beautiful white flowers. Some type of lily, I don't know. But I had them here for years, and then there was enough for me to divide out. I had to clean this out and divide them, and I moved them over there. But as you see, they already bloomed, but they were absolutely gorgeous. All of these got ate up by the deer last year. All of these ate up. That lily right there got ate up. There's something yellow blooming. What the heck that is? We had chipmunks in there. We had to smoke them out with this smoke stuff. Here's the front yard. Oh, I'm just everywhere. There go the roses. The little one is the one that Vernon bought me. The big one is the one Sean first bought me. I cut them down the same height, but the older one always get bigger. This right here was a cutting that I took last year, and it bloomed. And here's another cutting, and it's getting ready to bloom. 2 cuttings. Amazing. Those flowers cost $10, $11 when you buy them. Okay. Hostas. If we don't cover these up soon, the deer, when it gets hot, they'll come and eat these up. That's my good hosta. My good hosta. These are the common ones. They're pretty. Okay, so this is my hibiscus plant that the deer ate down to the ground last year. I was so scared it wasn't coming back, but it did. My clematis is blooming. This is weird. The clematis are so weird because they look like they're not going to come back on this stems that look like they dead, and they still come back. And this new growth is coming out here, twining around. So happy. I can't remember what I fed that to. Okay, so here's the porch. Tomato plants over there. I don't know if you can see that, but I got some tomatoes surrounded by basil over there. I got two of those. And there go my elephant ear. This did real good. My petunias. This is second or third year for the petunias. My pothos that Vernon bought me last year. Pothos is growing. There's actually a bird living right there. If I get too close, he flies off. This I'm gonna have to move. It's just too warm here for it, too bright. I'm gonna have to move it into more shade. But more lilies. It's a long video. Zinnias, and then the salvias. They self-seed tremendously with all the 20 million seeds per plant. But this is the salvias that I've had for some years now, and they just reseed. My roses, my pink roses, they need trimming. They did real good, real good. And this one, I put this stuff on it for roses to prevent the diseases and blah 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 blah, and they still got it. See, but they bloom in a big way, big way. So anyway, these are the lilies that were supposed to be red, but they were all yellow. But they're beautiful. They haven't opened yet, but they do good. Coleus, trying to weird coleus start out so tiny and then they get so big. These I broke off and just stuck them in the ground, and they are doing better than the ones that I broke them out from. So they're fabulous, doing so good, so healthy. And here goes some more Lenora lilies. And over here is a Peruvian daffodil. It's the one that I had in at Burke Street. So they're doing real good. And then of course these are my PG hydrangeas, which I need to take this off and root it for you, because this is the one that blooms in July. Here's the big one. It blooms in July. Big, giant, gargantuan flowers in July, and then they start out white, and then they gradually turn green, then they turn pink. And this is something great for when nobody else has anything blooming, but this thing will bloom giant, big flowers, and they last a long time. Here goes some gardenias that I that go to big ones, and then I transplanted these, so they're looking kind of puny now, but they're gonna be all right. And there go my one balloon flower that I got left. That's the last one. I had one over here, but they just keep coming back. They keep coming back every year, and it's gonna bloom soon. Yeah, it's gonna bloom. So I need to feed it and try to make it happy so I can get more. Look at all my weeds, because I haven't got out here and done anything. I put down preen my booty. They don't care nothing about no preen. The weeds come on back whenever they feel like it. Okay, and then I got some houses under here. The deer probably come and eat those. And then this is the Moses in the cradle, which I had as a house plant in Chicago. Here it grows in the ground. Go figure. In the South. So that's everything. Over there is my tea olive. I got 2 tea olives, and they get pretty big, and then when they bloom they smell so wonderful. That's what you grow them for, the smell, tea olives. So another butterfly bush, and over there, I don't know if you can see it, that's the other smoke. Where is it? Come on. What the heck? That's the other smoke bush. Because when I took that one from Lenore, I divided into 2. And that's the smoke bush. Tyson, say hey to Valeria. Tyson, get that. Say hey to Valeria. So, I hope you can see that I'm just turning the phone around. Bye.